When we had to go out of our homes to play and have fun. When we looked for information in books and not Google. We can't name one thing that has changed, because everything has. And what also has changed is the lifestyle, moving to a more sedentary lifestyle. With India now having the second highest number of obese children in the world. Well, how many of us recently took our time to watch the Cricket World Cup? I'm sure most of you. So you all know the feelings and the emotions triggered when we watch our men in blue perform. But do we ever feel the same way about an exam, term paper, assignment, or a presentation? We all know the answer. So I want to ask you a question. Why is it that everyone has to go to school, whether they like it or not, whether they are good at it or not? But not everyone is forced to play a sport and maintain an active lifestyle. Why is it that education is seen as the only way to succeed in life, ignoring the multiple values that sports imbibe in you? Why we always focus on studies but ignore an active lifestyle? 41 to 60% of the Indian youth lead a sedentary lifestyle. So something is wrong somewhere. There was a mother who saw her child fall down and push himself over at just 3 weeks old. Right then, she knew that her child had something special. By the age of 10, this child was beating his mother in running, who also happened to be a former runner. By the age of 12, he was winning all school competitions and was way ahead of his classmates. This also made him receive scholarship from a very renowned school that was good for his training. So his father decided to put him there. He worked hard to make ends meet, and he wanted his child to get the best training he could. However, the child got a bit deviated and distracted and started skipping his training sessions to play his favorite video games. The father decided to step in. He decided to pay surprise visits to his training sessions. This made the child even more focused and dedicated towards his sport. By the age of 15, he had become the world junior champion. This child today, we all know as Usain Bolt. As parents, we have a lot of influence on our children. They not only influence their behavior, but also their lifestyle. All of your actions are being monitored by the children, and there are very high chances that all of your deeds and actions are taken up by your children and adopted while growing up. There is also a relationship between the sedentary time of the parent and the child. There is also a link between, apart from the activity level, there is also a link between the amount of time that parents and children put in their daily activities. So none of this information is meant to scare us, but just to reinforce the fact that we already know, is to raise physically literate kids who love to move. We have a lot of parents who come in and say, I want my child to be healthy, but he's too young to follow a diet. I want him to become a good sports person, but if he doesn't eat junk now, when will he eat it? Well, one of the major reasons that there is a growth in youth obesity as compared to adult obesity. We have a lot of parents also say, my child refuses to go out to play. My daughter's just not sporty, doesn't want to move out. My son loves his iPad and TV. But who is to be blamed? Steve Jobs? No. So Steve Jobs, in an interview in 2012 to New York Times, he said that we prohibited our children from using the latest released iPad. He also went on to saying that we limit the time our children spend on technology at home. So what is it that these wealthy tech executives know about their products and we don't? It's the addictive power of technology, which can sacrifice your child's future. So what comes to your mind when you look at these three words? Very athletic, sporty terms, right? Let's look at it from a different point of view. I was driving down one morning on the busy, chaotic roads of Delhi. As you all know how chaotic it is. I came across an empty stretch where I decided to speed up a little. I was listening to my favorite songs, going for my morning run, very happy and excited, when a man from the other side of the road decided to jump over the divider and walk across the road. He ignored my car. By the time he realized my car was approaching, he was 20 meters away from me. I could see his death approaching through my car. But I went past him, and I stopped my car and I looked back. That man was still, shocked, surprised, and most importantly, unharmed. We both looked at each other as we didn't know what happened and how was he saved. But what I did realize that day was that these agility skills that I had learned on field had become a part of my daily life. They had become a part of my subconscious response, and my mind was taking these decisions unconsciously. These underrated skills that I had learned on track had helped me save the life of a man. Miracle skills? No. Life skills. Isn't this what we all need in life? To be more agile? A person's inevitability to change is what agility is all about, whether it's on field or in life. Even professionals nowadays are looking for more agile job seekers than professional ones. Well, I'm going to tell you a story of a young girl who loved to play with her dogs. She was often encouraged by her mother to be outdoors and have fun. She loved being outdoors, she loved playing sports, and soon she realized she was very athletic. She decided to try on her luck with different sports. She finally found her passion and wanted to pursue it. Along with the laurels and medals that she started to win, she also started to build on self-confidence, sense of achievement, and immense respect from peers. That started to change the girl's personality. She was slowly transforming into a young, confident girl. How did this change happen? Was it just her parents? Was it the environment? Or was it her motivation and dedication towards her sport? Ladies and gentlemen, this young girl, if wasn't encouraged by her parents and did not use sports as a medium to build her confidence, leadership skills, and learned to handle success and failure, transform into someone confident, she would not be standing in front of you today to talk about her journey from being a sports person to an entrepreneur and passing on what sports has given her. Thank you.